Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Los Angeles English, the podcast. In this episode, you will discover your English level. Do you know your real English level? Are you just starting to learn English? Then you're a beginner. Can you speak a little? Maybe you're elementary level. Do you understand English well? Perhaps you're intermediate. Can you speak easily and clearly? You might be upper intermediate. Or maybe you already speak fast and naturally, then you're advanced. And if you sound like a native, you're an expert. Today, you'll find out because in this one episode, you'll listen to a story that starts simple and becomes more advanced step by step. It's the story of Sarah, a girl who starts from zero English and learns to speak fluently, confidently, and freely. Each part of this story represents a new level, from beginner to expert. Each level will test your listening and understanding. So listen carefully, repeat after me, and see how many levels you understand. Because this story isn't just about Sarah, it's also about you. Let's begin your English journey together. If you're a regular listener, thank you so much for choosing Los Angeles English for your English learning. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, because this channel is made just for you. Part 1. Beginner Level. Sarah is a young woman. She lives in a small town. She wants to learn English. She thinks English is important. Every morning she wakes up early. She drinks a cup of tea. She goes to her English class. Her teacher is very kind. She smiles and says, "Good morning." Sarah says, "Good morning, teacher." There are many students in the class. They come from different places. Sarah sits in the front row. She listens carefully. The teacher writes on the board. Sarah reads slowly. She repeats after the teacher. She learns new words every day. Sometimes she forgets them, but she tries again. She likes learning English songs. She likes watching English cartoons. She practices speaking with her friend. Her friend's name is Amira. They speak English after class. They help each other. Sarah makes mistakes, but she doesn't stop. She says, "Practice makes perfect." At home, she writes new words in a notebook. She reads them before sleeping. Her mother says, "I'm proud of you." Sarah smiles. She wants to speak English fluently. She dreams of traveling abroad. She wants to meet new people and understand movies. She listens to English songs every night. She writes small sentences in English. She practices every day. Sometimes it's hard, but Sarah says, "I can do this." She studies with energy. She listens with care. She speaks with confidence. She learns step by step. She's happy with her progress. She knows this is just the beginning. Sarah's English journey has started. She is ready for the next level. Part 2. Elementary Level. After a few weeks, Sarah's English got better. She could understand simple questions. She started watching short videos in English. She tried to read easy stories. Sometimes she used an online dictionary. She learned 10 new words every day. One afternoon, she went to a coffee shop. She wanted to order something by herself. When the waiter came, she said, "Hello, can I have a cup of tea, please?" The waiter smiled. Sure. Would you like milk or sugar? Sarah thought for a second. Just milk, please, she said politely. She felt proud of herself. It was her first real conversation in English. After finishing her tea, she saw a girl reading a book. She wanted to practice more. Excuse me, she said. What are you reading? The girl looked up and smiled. It's a story about travel, she said. They talked about books for a few minutes. Sarah told her about her English class. The girl said she was also learning. They laughed together. Sarah learned new phrases from her. When she went home, she wrote them in her notebook. She practiced them again and again. She wanted to improve every day. At night, she watched a movie with subtitles. She understood some sentences and repeated them out loud. She learned how people really speak. She noticed pronunciation and tried to copy it. It was fun and exciting. Sometimes she made mistakes, but she didn't feel shy anymore. She remembered her teacher's words. Don't be afraid to speak. Sarah followed that advice. Every time she spoke, she got better. Every time she listened, she learned faster. English was no longer strange. It was becoming her friend. Sarah was ready for the next level. Part 3. Intermediate level. Sarah joined an English conversation club at school. There were students from different countries. They met every Friday afternoon. The club helped her practice speaking. She enjoyed learning from others. Sometimes they played word games. Sometimes they discussed interesting topics. Sarah loved it. During one meeting, she made a funny mistake. She said, "I am boring," instead of "I am bored." Everyone laughed kindly. Sarah laughed too. The teacher explained the difference. Sarah said, "I will never forget that." From that day, she became more confident. She realized that mistakes were part of learning. She started to talk more, to ask questions, to listen carefully. She learned to use tenses correctly. She could now talk about her past and future. She could express her ideas clearly. Sometimes she even helped other students. Her pronunciation improved a lot. She began to understand English movies without subtitles. That made her very happy. She started writing short stories about her family, her town, and her dreams. Her teacher said, "Your English is growing fast." Sarah smiled proudly. She worked harder than ever. She started learning idioms like "it's raining cats and dogs." She found learning fun. She read English blogs and followed English YouTubers. She shadowed their speech and learned new expressions. She was not afraid to speak anymore. People noticed her improvement. Even her teacher said she sounded natural. Sarah applied for a job at a local bookstore. It was her first interview in English. She practiced common questions and rehearsed answers in front of the mirror. On the day of the interview, she wore a white shirt and arrived early. The manager said, "Please have a seat." Sarah smiled and said thank you. "So tell me about yourself," he began. "I'm a student and I love books. I've been learning English for almost a year. Reading helps me grow." "Why do you want to work here?" he asked. "Because I want to be surrounded by stories and help others find theirs," Sarah replied. He smiled, impressed. A week later, Sarah got a call. She was hired. She couldn't believe it. Now she used English every day, talking to customers, recommending books, helping visitors. People praised her English. She joined online speaking groups and made friends around the world. English became her second language. She spoke with confidence and joy. She was ready for bigger challenges. Part 4. Advanced Level. Sarah's school invited her to give a speech, How English Changed My Life. At first, she was nervous. Speaking in front of hundreds of people was scary. But she prepared with passion. She practiced pronunciation. She wanted every word to sound natural. When the day came, she walked on stage and began. English has opened countless doors for me. It has connected me with people from every part of the world. At first, I was afraid to speak, but I realized that mistakes are steps toward fluency. The key is not perfection, it's consistency. Fluency doesn't come overnight. It grows slowly through daily effort. She continued, Language is more than words. It's a bridge between hearts. The crowd listened quietly. Her voice grew stronger. She spoke about her early struggles and her first cafe conversation. She smiled, remembering those moments. Every small effort counts, she said. When you speak from the heart, people understand. The audience clapped loudly. Some even stood up. Sarah felt proud and emotional. After the event, a teacher said, You speak like a native now. Sarah laughed. I still learn something new every day. She became a volunteer English coach. She helped students believe in themselves and reminded them that fear kills progress. She taught them to love the process. She shared her story with passion and inspired many. She was no longer just a learner. She was a mentor, and she knew what was coming next. Part 5. Expert Level. Saro began working as a motivational English mentor. She spoke at international events. Her English was fluent, confident, and expressive. But more than that, it was inspiring. She taught that fluency isn't about accent. It's about courage, clarity, and confidence. One student asked, Ma'am, how did you master English? Sada smiled. I didn't master English, she said. I mastered patience. She explained, language is not a subject, it's a journey. It grows with you. It changes with you. She talked about thinking in English and how she stopped translating. She told them, your mistakes are proof that you're trying. Perfection is boring, progress is beautiful. She believed in daily practice, deep listening, and living the language. Her students admired her wisdom. They learned not just grammar, they learned attitude. They learned confidence. Sada wrote blogs, recorded podcasts, and shared her journey with learners worldwide. Her voice became known online. People loved her natural, simple, and powerful way of speaking. She was invited to London to give a talk titled Fluency Beyond Fear. The audience gave her a standing ovation. Sada smiled and said, Fluency is freedom. It's not about being perfect. It's about expressing who you are. She ended with this message. Keep learning, keep speaking, keep believing. That day, Sada realized she had become the person she once dreamed to be, not just fluent, not just confident, but truly free. You can check out the 30 Days English Challenge playlist and join our Los Angeles English WhatsApp community, 100% free of cost. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Bye-bye.